Okay. Alright, so ninja sneaky traffic secrets. This is stuff we're doing for our clients right now. I would call it cutting edge because I haven't seen too many other people do it yet. But before, what I'm going to tell you is, everybody here is on Facebook, yes? Okay, so how many of you have opted in to get the new Facebook social graph? Nobody. Okay. So when you go to Facebook next, look, like on the top, either in the middle of the page before you log in, and there should be something where you can go opt in and say, I want to get the new Facebook social graph. Facebook is changing to make more money. So what they realized was Facebook's search bar, nobody was using. But they thought if we could get people to search and use Facebook search instead of, let's say, Google's, or if we could get them to use it more, we've got 1 billion users, all of a sudden we can use that to put more targeted ads in front of them and make more money. Because Facebook is not a social network, it's an ad agency. Just like Google. The only way they make money is if you click on one of the ads to the right. They sell ad space. So this is, I'm going to show you, this is the new social graph and how it differs from what you've got now, which is really, really important because it's a huge opportunity, especially since you just saw nobody in this room knew. So that means your competitors aren't doing this. And you can be the first mover in your market, theoretically. Okay, so the way they're changing it, so here is Facebook's new social graph. I went and typed in bacon. Speaking of dog treats. Okay, so what comes up right now is pages. Bacon interest, John Bacon at the University of Texas, the Bacon place, or I can search the web for bacon. How it gets better is in the new social graph, if I type in bacon, I do still have the same bacon interest, but I have people who like bacon, my friends who like bacon, photos of bacon, and then some things that might come up, like bacon search, bacon wrapped water chestnut search, the most popular searches with the word bacon in them. So your wheels should start spinning. Because now, all of a sudden, what good would it do me? Let's say I'm a person, I'm a consumer, and I type in bacon, I can see which of my friends like bacon and talk to them about it. Now bacon isn't the best example for this, unless you're a bacon manufacturer or a pig owner or something I'm trying to come up with. But what if I went and typed in dog training? Now all of a sudden I can see my friends who are interested in dog training and say, who'd you use? I can see photos of them, people training their dogs. Ooh, what technique is that? Is that linked back to your site? It should be. I can see people who might not necessarily be my friends, but everybody on Facebook who likes bacon. Dog training, golf. So this is how it's going to look once you click on the search. Here's information from Wikipedia. They automatically pull it in on bacon. There are my friends who like bacon. There are photos of my friends and bacon. Why you're taking a picture of yourself and bacon, I'm not really sure. People apparently, here is an irrationally passionate niche about bacon. I didn't know it existed. Then, people that my male friends who like bacon like, because Facebook knows I'm a guy. So all of a sudden, what else do my guy friends who like bacon also like? Whole Foods, TechCrunch, Mashable, Facebook marketing in an hour a day. So all of a sudden as an advertiser, I get to see, we're always trying to build the perfect customer avatar. We're always trying to say, my customer is 18 to 22, my customer is male, my customer makes $60,000 a year, he went to college, he likes Stone Temple Pilots or whoever, or Creed. Facebook is just giving it to you. They're making your research process mind-numbingly easy. Because they're going to tell you, this is other pages that your friends who like bacon like. So if I'm trying to sell bacon, where should I be advertising? Whole Foods, TechCrunch, Matt. They're giving it to you. And they're telling you, here's how many people like it. Here's my friends who like it, who like bacon. Here's other people, other things they like besides Mashable. They're giving you where to advertise. They're doing your work for you. Why would they do that? Because they want me to advertise there. They're doing my homework so I'll spend more money advertising so they'll make more money. Which I am happy to have them do. Because they're doing my research for me. Now it gets even better. People who like bacon and live in Austin, Texas. In this case, I was signed in as a client who lives in Austin. If I did the search for bacon, it would say live in Buffalo. So they just gave you everybody in your local market who likes your product. People who like bacon and work at Microsoft, because this guy I did it for works at Microsoft. So now I could go down the hall and say, hey Joe, I didn't know, if you work here too, I didn't know you like bacon. Or whatever the example is. I happen to use bacon. People who like bacon and go to the University of Texas, because this guy went to the University of Texas. Now I've got an alumni thing, and that we like bacon together. People who like bacon and went to this high school. There's another combo that was further down of people who went to this high school, this college, who work at Microsoft, who live there, who like bacon. There is no privacy anymore, which is wonderful if you're trying to sell people stuff. As a father of little kids, it scares the crap out of me, but as a marketer, we live on it. So now all of a sudden, if you really wanted to take this to a creepy level, you could be somebody's new best friend, because you know everything about them. It's funny, my wife's best friend had an appointment with this nationally famous psychic who happens to be in Buffalo. But she got injured and was in the hospital and couldn't go. She booked this appointment a year ago. That's how long this lady's waiting list is. She knew she was coming. So she calls my wife, I'm in the hospital, I can't go, do you want to take this appointment? I know you wanted to see this lady. Oh my God, I would love to, you're so nice, thank you so much. So my wife runs off, Seth, you gotta come home and watch the kids so I can go to the psychic. Luckily, I own the company, so I could pull that off. I ran home. She goes to the psychic, gets to the psychic, and the psychic assistant, the psychic secretary, was really pissed. My wife, where's so-and-so? She's supposed to be here. She's in the hospital. She can't be here. She gave me her appointment. You can't give away an appointment. It doesn't work like, I'm here. What do you want? Okay, well, the fee is X. Here's my credit card. Oh, no, you have to go get cash. There's an ATM across the street. She goes across the street, takes 5 or 10 minutes, comes back, and then has her reading. Now, I'm a skeptic being a former magician, so my thought is they sent her across the street to go Facebook her coming back, and when she came back, she's ready. And that's why you can't, in my theory, switch your appointment, because they already did all the research. So she was at, the psychic was saying something like, who's Al Greene? I'm getting this Al. Who's Al? Oh my God, that's her father-in-law, my dad. Who's Josh? Oh, that's my brother. The people on Facebook who are friends with her that happen to have the same last name. Now, she could be a legit psychic. I don't know. But imagine if you could do that to your prospects. Now you can, because Facebook is making it really easy. Photos of bacon. Photos of bacon. Now it breaks down. Photos of bacon taken in Austin, Texas. Photos of bacon dogs with chili and slaw. Photos of bacon and eggs. Photos of Bacon County, Georgia churches, because there's a Bacon County in Georgia. So even the photo category they break down in absurdly different ways. So who's taking photos of bacon in my city? I want to see advertise in front of those people. Because if you're taking pictures of your bacon, you must really like bacon. So I said, let's do hot dogs. Let's try hot dogs instead. Up comes, now this is the separate category, Frank's Hot Dogs Cold Beer. It's a restaurant near me, near this guy. It gives me 3 restaurants near me with the name hot dogs in it, or that serve hot dogs. Here's hot dogs as an interest. Here is the visual display of the search. There's Frank's Hot Dogs. Friends who have, if I click on Frank's, friends who have visited Frank's Hot Dogs. Photos of my friends at Frank's Hot Dogs. So all of a sudden it's telling you everybody you know who've gone to this place. So when you go on to Chicken Pizza Works on Facebook, now all of a sudden you're going to be able to see all of my friends who have gone there. Why would you want to know all of my friends who go to John's restaurant? If you're John, because you're going to advertise in front of them. Normally it would take a whole lot more work on Facebook to pull that off. They're making it really easy. Why would you want to see photos of my friends at John's restaurant? Well, you should advertise on the pictures. Take the pictures, save them to your desktop, upload them to Google Images, and make them linkable back to your site. You're starting to see the possibilities. Places near Frank. So I go to the Frank's page, and now it tells me other places near Frank's. There's Mellow Johnny's Bike Shop. There's Escalator Style for Men. Teddy's for Betty. I don't know what Teddy's for Betty's is, but that girl's pretty hot, so I'm kind of curious now. So now if it's the whole, I wonder what else is nearby, now Facebook's going to tell you. Okay, so that's Facebook's new social search, new social graph. This is something we're doing that is really, really cool. So how many people here have some type of email list? Okay, how many people here have ever heard of an email list? Okay, all right, you get the idea. Okay. So you are also presumably aware that you can go buy an email list. Now the problem with that is you can't necessarily email those people because they haven't opted into anything. Your spam rate would be really high if you were cold emailing people. Here's something really cool and scary. Facebook, here's what you need to write these parts down. This is really important. You're going to use Google Chrome as your browser. This only works on Google Chrome because Facebook and Google are, even though they're competitors, they're in bed together. So if you use Google Chrome and you go into Facebook and you go to your ads manager, which is where you run your Facebook ads from, there's a little thing on the left that shows up in Google Chrome that does not show up in Internet Explorer. It's called Power Editor. Facebook Ads Power Editor. It does not show up on Firefox, doesn't show up in Internet Explorer, shows up on Google Chrome. What does the fantastic Power Editor let me do? A whole bunch of stuff that you can't do any other way. One example of this fabulous service that Facebook is providing is you can take your email list, even if you just bought it and they're cold, completely cold. You can upload it into Power Editor. Facebook will go find every single one of those people that's on Facebook. So it will search Facebook for their email addresses and build a list for you, and you can put ads in front of them. Even though they're not opted in, even though they may never have heard of you, Facebook will let you advertise in front of them. There's no privacy anymore. So, why would you want to do that? Come on now. So here's how you do it. In Facebook Power Editor, you go into your campaigns and you go custom audiences. That's what it's called, a custom audience. And then in this case, I was taking the list of brides from the Buffalo Bridal Show, and I uploaded their list. And now, I can put Facebook ads in front of all of them. Another thing that Facebook, and we'll go more into detail on this in a minute, but another thing that works really cool that Facebook Power Editor will let you do, track conversions. It will give you the code to track the conversion on your website from the custom audience. So I can now see how many of my brides that I put an advertisement on opted in on my website as opposed to regular people. You can track them separately. So you can see your conversion from Facebook and see, is it working, is it not working, how much is this worth to me? They just give you this little create conversion pixel. You take the little code, you go put it on the page on your site where you've got your opt-in form, and now I can track all my brides separately. Or whoever the group is. Does this make sense? Scary good? Okay, so what can you do with this? Well, I'll just give you a few. You can advertise to a cold email list, which because of the CAN-SPAM Act, normally you can't. Our marketing automation provider, Infusionsoft, threatened to shut me down once. Their spam rate is, you can have one spam complaint per 1,000 emails. That's it. So I was mailing a bought list. Spam complaint was too high. Infusion says, we're going to shut you down, take the list someplace else. I said, they said, that's too much for us, too risky for us. Said, okay. So I poured out the list to Constant Contact, opened a Constant Contact account for $30. Constant Contact doesn't care as much, and mailed it through that. But now I don't have to, because I can just put an ad in front of those people. And I only have to pay if they click my ad. So if they don't click, it's free.
So my entire email list now that I have,
Yes.
that I built up, I can actually throw that into Facebook.
Yes.
And get them all to either follow me, I guess.
Yes.
That would be my goal, I would assume.
You want them to suddenly, the people who aren't following you on Facebook to follow you,
Right.
get more fans. Or you could promote whatever you want. Your Magnum Pizza for St. Patrick's Day offer. Yeah, I mean, you could. Now here's the really even cooler part. You just saw Facebook's new social search, social graph. So what if I take those new people that are uploaded and run them through that? I want everyone on my brides list who lives in Buffalo, New York, who likes David's Bridal. Create a sub-audience and just advertise for them. You can sub-segment out your lists a lot better than you can on regular Facebook. Because we're testing conversions right now between advertising in front of the people that Facebook lets you build. So I want everybody nationwide who's 22 who likes financial advisor, if I'm selling to financial advisors. Versus, I have the email list of every financial advisor in the country. Let me just put a Facebook ad in front of them, because I already know they're a financial advisor, because they're on my list. Our conversions are double and triple versus just what Facebook's regular ad manager lets you do. Which is why they're doing this, because it'll make them more money, and it makes me more money. What else can you do? Follow people from your email list on Facebook so that they will follow you, so that all of a sudden you can market to them another way. The more ways you can stay in front of them, the more they'll buy from you. It's increased our open rate 3 times. So if our open rate was 10%, it went to 30%. Because we wrote ads that told them, go check your email. So they're on Facebook and they see an ad that says, hey, go open your email and read the email from Gary about golf secrets. PJ doesn't want you to know. So they go open the email. You can write bad ads on purpose for free branding. Because again, if they don't click, it costs nothing. But they're seeing your message. So write a message that doesn't tell them to click, and you get to reach more people for free. Does that make sense? Again, this is a little advanced, sneaky crap, but it works. We've been having way too much fun on Facebook lately. Okay, who wants free likes on Facebook? Where you don't have to pay for free fans. Okay, so here's a really sneaky thing we figured out. If people click on your ad, you have to pay for it because it's pay-per-click advertising. If people like your ad, it costs nothing. So write an ad. So in this case, this was an ad for Dave Farrow, whose event is Saturday. Triple your memory. Like this ad to get free tips on how to triple your memory to amaze your friends and coworkers. Notice it doesn't say click. It says like. Because if they go like the ad, it's free. Costs nothing. For whatever reason, Facebook hasn't figured this out yet. But liking an ad doesn't count as a click. So they still like you, but it costs nothing. So we've sort of gamed the Facebook advertising system in that department. Okay, I'm going to give you an example of 2 ads that we ran for myself. And we changed one word, and it increased the click-through rate 38%. One word. So ad number 1, and you're going to see if you can tell me what the word is. And you're going to tell me which ad did better, because hopefully you can't see the numbers from here. Okay, get your free copy of my #1 Amazon bestseller here. Ad number 2, get your free copy of the #1 Amazon bestseller here. What word did I change? The. Instead of my bestseller, it's the bestseller. Increased 38%. One word. All it took to make a huge difference. So that's how important copy is, the words are, because one word made a huge difference. Okay. How many of you would like to steal your competitors' fans on Facebook? Hopefully everybody. But you're eating, so I'll let you off the hook for raising your hands. So we call this process that we created walljacking. We're jacking their wall. So here's what you do. You have to do it this way or it won't work. You cannot do this as a person on Facebook. You have to do it as a fan page. So you have to be signed in as your business. So where on the top it says you are posting as Silver Grove Financial. If it says you're posting as Ryan, won't work. So you sign in as your fan page, then you go to your competition's fan page, and you like what people say. You can't like your competition's post, so where here, this is Travers & Collins, they're a local marketing firm. So I like what Bridget Llewellyn says. What will happen is, it'll post that on my page, but the really cool part is, it'll send Bridget an email saying, Ultimate Marketing Magician liked your post, click here. She clicks, it takes her to your page, not theirs. So we have been doing this for John for the last week and got 72 fans from his competition for free.
Where did you find them, by the way? Because you did say that they were all...
One of the issues that you have to pick who you want your fans from. So one of the issues I had originally was John said, I said, text me a list of your competitors, other pizza places, other restaurants. Some of those folks had lousy Facebook pages. None of them had more than 600 fans, and over half of them hadn't posted for a year. So there was no engagement in the community, there was nothing for me to like. So you have to find people who are actually posting and people are liking it. If all it is the company posting and none of their fans are talking about it, it won't do you any good because there's nothing for you to jack. They have to have a real community in order for you to steal it.
So now here's my question on that. I have, you know, my Facebook's pretty much just cranking, really.
Yeah, they took you from like 500 fans to 4,000.
And so now I got
Now you're at
47
4,700.
that are actually posted threads on my, you know, on my wall, like, oh, don't go to Chicken Pizza, we're going to Lena's.
Right, because they're trying to, because they don't have any fans and they're trying to take yours.
Right. Well, so I was wondering, do I just go back now and try to jack their fans?
Yes. Well, you have us do it, but yes.
Yeah. All right. That's what I was just thinking about.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's now it's like all the time. There's at least 3 or 4 posts a day from all the pizza places on my.
Which is a sign that we're doing something right.
You know.
Because if you're not at least offending one person a day, you're not doing your job. And if you don't have your competitors complaining about you, you're not doing your job. There is no perspective-free point in the world. Everyone has to stand somewhere. And if you do it right, you should be a very polarizing figure. I posted a quote on the Ultimate Marketing Magician page the other day from Jim Edwards, who said, love me or hate me, there's no money in the middle. Love me or hate me, there's no money in the middle. So you want people to either love you very much or hate you very much, because people who are just lukewarm won't give you any money. Think about, and this will be an instantly polarizing example, because whatever you feel about him, regardless, he's done his good job from a marketing perspective. Rush Limbaugh. If you know who he is, you either love him and listen to him, or you can't stand him, hate his guts, and love to punch him in the face. Because he did his job right, as a marketer. And the people who love him give him lots of money. Okay, this is our LinkedIn secret strategy. So on LinkedIn, I'm going to show you how, and we charge a great deal for this now because it works so well, but you're here so or you're virtually participating, so you get it for coming. But I'm going to show you how to get LinkedIn to send an email to your target prospects on your behalf. So LinkedIn Corporate's going to email them about you, which means your deliverability rate is 100%. Every single person will get it. It won't go to spam because LinkedIn is sending it. And your open rate will be huge because LinkedIn is sending it. And it's also an implied endorsement. So I first figured this out and did this on Super Bowl Sunday. I wrote a blog post about good and bad ads in the Super Bowl. And within 20, and I would think, oh, it's Super Bowl Sunday, this won't work because everyone's watching the commercials for the game. Nobody's in front of their computer checking their email. But in 24 hours, I had 2,000 new subscribers to my blog. So it works. Okay, so here's what you do. The first thing you need to do is you need to find your target market on LinkedIn. So you need to know who they are, and you need to go join the group that they're a part of. So LinkedIn has 1 million groups, dog training, teachers, whatever it is, people who love jewelry, I don't know, diamondsareforever.com. The Alzheimer's Association of Western New York. Go find the group on LinkedIn or groups. I'm now in 50 of them because it's worked so well. in join the group, a request for join the group. If they're open, if it's an open group, you get it instantaneously. If it's a closed group, the group administrator has to go in and actually approve it. But again, this costs nothing. So, then once you're in the group, you're going to go to the group and write your post that you want LinkedIn to send out for you. So in this case, I was promoting I'm presenting next Friday at the Buffalo Niagara Partnership, next Friday morning from 8 to 10. I'm teaching how to use social media to actually get customers for your business. So I put a link to the event or the registration page, and I did date, location, and what it is. That's what I want LinkedIn to email out. And then I click on more. This is the magic button. Because when I click on more, I have the option of deleting my post or sharing the link. I'm going to click share link, and this beautiful, beautiful box comes up. It says post to updates or post to groups. I can then write in every single group I'm a member of. And when I hit share, LinkedIn will go email every member of every group my thing. So here's a snapshot of my phone on the Super Bowl, Marketing Buffalo. So this is what the email looks like. Marketing Buffalo Super Bowl ad controversy is my subject. Here's new discussions from the Buffalo Niagara Partnership. Here's the link, started by Seth Greene. I put my email in the first part of the article so that they could just email me right away. They didn't have to look to find me. And then I put in LinkedIn my title on my profile. I didn't just put CEO, President, Founder. I put our USP, double your sales in 12 months guaranteed with fastest growing direct response marketing from the country. So now even if they don't actually click and go read the article, I'm in front of every single person. And I got a phone call from the partnership going, from my rep at the partnership saying, I just got an email from us about your event that we didn't send. I said, I know, I did. And she said, okay, well, our registration page is now broken because too many people went to it. So we got to call IT and figure it out. How did you do that? What did you do? We've never had that many people show up for our events. I said, well, that's because you don't have us. So join the group of your prospects, create your post, share the link, share it to all of the groups. LinkedIn will email it out for you. So that is sneaky social media tricks to drive a ton of targeted traffic to your website for today. Questions, comments, thoughts? I see a lot of smoke coming out of your ears, so hopefully your wheels are turning with ideas on how you can use this. So let's go around the room and talk about that.
LinkedIn, definitely with the golf groups. I mean, it's very easy to get people to Samurai, to PLP once we have it loaded. And then probably Facebook type things for the local market, getting my Gary Okino golf page a little more active and doing that. Very easy.
Beautiful. Tom?
Yeah, with LinkedIn also. I really wasn't aware that there was even groups on LinkedIn.
You should come next Friday, because I'll be talking about how to use those.
But I can see where I get hooked up with a couple of dog-related type groups.
Mm-hmm. And that power of Facebook's new social graph, when you start typing in, when you get it, you start typing in like dog training, you're going to see tons of data that you can use. Brian and Jason.
I think selling to other financial advisors, because every financial advisor is on LinkedIn. There's a billion of them. There's 401k groups. There's groups about all that crap. So if we're specifically targeting to recruit new advisors, it's perfect.
I would agree. Tim?
Yeah, I think for my demographic, I'm going for the upper end, doctor, lawyer, Buffalo Partnership, top 20 kind of people, and I can just check out their groups and then pound that. That's a good idea.
I would also pound the Alzheimer's and dementia type groups. I would also pound all of the local synagogues and temples on Facebook. I would consider walljacking some of them, because that's your target market.
I'm looking at this LinkedIn and I'm thinking, our fundraiser that we run, hit the PTAs.
Yep.
I don't know if they're groups or not. I mean, just like the PTA groups or.
But if not, they have Facebook pages.
Any of these Alzheimer's, any of these, anything where they're trying to raise money for anything.
Yep.
you know, just, I don't know, can you put a video on there, a link to a video on there?
Yep. You can put a video on your LinkedIn page. You can post videos there. Okay, I'm getting blank looks, so we should talk about that.
I don't use it like that, I don't know why. It's hard for me to use it from my phone.
Because the LinkedIn app on your phone isn't just like the Facebook app, they're not fully functional. You can't do everything you can do on the desktop version of LinkedIn or Facebook. Like Power Editor, not on your phone. Ads Manager, not on your phone for Facebook. So if you have a YouTube page, a YouTube channel where you're hosting your videos, and you take the code from YouTube and paste it into LinkedIn, your video will show up. So that's how you get a video on LinkedIn, is you paste the code. Because if you just do the share, the link itself won't do any good. You have to paste the actual code and then it'll physically show up and they can play it on LinkedIn. Ask other questions like that because we got sneaky stuff that works. Janet.
I need to find out what LinkedIn is because I don't know much about it at all.
Okay, it is
I'm new to almost everything out there.
Okay, it is the business social networking network. So where Facebook is more consumer oriented, LinkedIn is all business owners and sales professionals who are networking. It's the #1 place to find a job.
Okay.
200 million users and growing.
Yeah, the average income of the median income of a Facebook user is 60,000. The median income on LinkedIn is like 120.
Okay.
So they're us.
Business network.
Yes.
Business relationships.
Is there like, how do you go about finding a group on LinkedIn? I mean, because I'm thinking about pharmaceutical reps.
Yep.
Because they're really hard to get a hold of.
I have another client who was marketing to pharmaceutical reps, so I happen to have the list of every single one in Western New York.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Email, direct mail, phone numbers, we have it all.
So we could go through LinkedIn though and get a...
Yes, but I mean, you could just ask me for the list, I'll give it to you because you're a client. But let's pretend you're not. Go pull up. Okay, so let me show you how to find the group stuff. So if you go up to LinkedIn, you see groups is the 4th one over, and you can go into the LinkedIn search bar, and instead of it defaults to people, like you're trying to find another person. Just click the drop down arrow and pick groups, and then you can search groups and type in whatever name you want. LinkedIn will also say groups you might like and give you suggestions. But that's how you find groups. LinkedIn also makes money 2 ways. One, they make money by selling a premium account, which is like 25 bucks a month, which I highly recommend, because it lets you do a whole ton of stuff that you can't do on regular LinkedIn. Like regular LinkedIn will tell you, your profile was viewed 27 times this week. 27 people looked at your profile. LinkedIn Premium will tell you who they are. So then we email them and say, hey, saw you check this out, what can we help you with? And all of a sudden start talking to them. That's one of the many things that LinkedIn Premium will let you do. So they make money selling premium accounts, and surprise, surprise, they're an ad agency. Let me find, nope, okay, so that, you can't see it all, but that's an ad. Let me see if I have a page where it shows up bigger. Nope, I don't. But look on the right-hand side, when you're in LinkedIn, you'll see a bunch of ads. It's pay-per-click, works the same way as Facebook or Google. That's how they make money, and clicking on ads. And again, you can specify where you want those ads to show up. I want my ads in front of financial advisors in Austin, Texas who are 27 years old, it'll do it. You can target anybody on LinkedIn.